Hello.
Please have a seat.
Hi, guys. Hey. How are you? Thanks for having us.
So we're very excited to have you here with us. So before we kick it off to the audience, let's just start off with something a little bit easy. Yeah. So had you guys watched the show at all before you became part of the cast? Were you fans at all before you began?
I didn't. All right, I didn't. My dad was a big fan. Shouldn't I have said that? I'm honest. I wasn't, because I like falling asleep watching Friends or something very light. I scare easily. I usually portray something that's very far away from Nadia, so anything that Magna portrays is so not me. So no, I didn't have the courage to watch it, but I watched the entire show within 5 weeks. Once I found out that I was on the show, 5 weeks, guys. I mean, how many episodes? How many episodes are season 1 up until 9, episode 5?
Who can answer it in the next 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Math.
100, 16. 16 by the
So
end of season
100
8.
something multiplied by 45 minutes? Yeah. So yeah, and now I love it.
I'm willing to bet that a lot of these people are just as dedicated to it, that they've also gone through the entire binge a few times, yeah? A couple of us, yeah. Wow.
And yes, for me, yes.
Yeah?
Watched it. Yeah, season 1 came out on Netflix before season 2, and that's when I started watching, and I was hooked since. I did not expect to be on the show. Very sorry for everybody, but here we are.
Please don't be sorry. You can never be sorry for that. It's amazing. All right, so it looks like we've already got a line forming, so I think that is our cue. Let's go ahead and kick it off to the audience. Yeah? All right, go ahead and tell us your name.
Hi, guys. My name is Olga.
Hi, Olga.
Feel free to adjust the microphone as needed. Some of you are
Shaq style.
My question is for Cooper. First off, I want to say you're a great addition to its show. We love you on the show, absolutely.
Thank you.
Also want to say in the last episode, so glad you didn't die. We were so scared for you.
Spoilers?
But I was curious about in the scene where you were in the cave and you're holding up that beam, was it really heavy or not, just a little bit heavy to make it appear heavy? And what were you the most concerned about as you were doing that scene?
The biggest thing I was concerned about, outside of, like popping stitches, was, well, I lift, or I have, and I can lift pretty heavy for those who don't know. So I needed to make sure that this looked legit heavy. So I did have I think maybe 6 inches or so of slack so that I can move it. I didn't want it to be stuck in one position, which is what they were originally trying to do. And then me doing this while a log is flat. So I was bearing it. But I was on Talking Dead and I was saying how that could have been 50 pounds or, 315, and it would have still been just as hard for me. After each take, I was about to pass out because just whole body flexing, everything yelling, and then breathing in all that dirt that they were dropping in on us. So I'm breathing in like half the amount of air.
And it didn't even show how intense it was, the dirt that they made, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, we were caked. Caked. And between takes, after each cut, we'd have to step out, and I was literally spitting mud out.
And eye drops because we couldn't see. I have a photo of Cooper. I've never seen more of I learned a new word, English word, dirt squirrel. So I showed your photo to someone. Someone was like, "Oh, he's a cute dirt squirrel." I want to post it. I have to post. The world needs to see it.
I'd love it. I'd love to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we looked like cake. Oh my god. We're all breathing it in. It was.
And also the entire crew, all of them were wearing masks.
Yeah.
The entire shoot, and we're like, guys, we're not getting masks. Is it safe for us? They're like, yeah, you're fine. We're like,
they'll hear from us in 10 years about it.
Yeah.
But yes, the answer is that was physically excruciatingly painful, but it could have been anything. But I wanted to make it look like it was, And it was heavy, by the way. Yes, it was.
It looked great on film, so thank you.
Okay, good. Thank
I mean,
you.
I just got to add something to it. We didn't really see it in the episode, but who helped you a lot with that log? Didn't I? Didn't Magna help you?
Magna was lifting him, and then she ran away from me,
Yeah.
and then killed him.
It was Connie. I just had to.
You can't leave. A spot doesn't just leave, Magna. And then off she went. But that was it was intense because also, I mean, getting to know you so well in the last like year and a half or so, and this is, if I don't hold this up, I'm about to see some friends die. So it was sucked.
I also want to add one thing to this very special man to the right. Everything that you guys think Jerry is, and I think at this point Cooper is. And I mean, I don't know, I hope all of you have met a lot of the cast, but to this day, I'm looking for this one mean person, and there isn't. And everyone on the show is so grounded and just, it's such an amazing cast and crew, but this one especially, like, you are always making sure everyone is fine, you always care, but to the next level. And I'm so touched by who you are and what you did for me for the premiere. Like, it's just, Cooper does things where you're like, you are so getting out of your way to be a good person. And he is really, whatever you guys think he is. More.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's a blusher.
And that's why I'm so happy when I see that you guys like him so much, because I would hate for Cooper be a bad person. You guys all being in love with him, I'd be like, no, guys. But he really truly is whatever he portrays to be, and I hope more people will be like you. And you know how I feel about you. You know
Love
how
you
I feel
too.
about you.
Sorry for leaving you in the cave. Well, if I had known she thought that, I would have lifted it a little longer.
Thank
Hi,
you.
guys.
Hi, what's your name?
Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Hello.
So I know that Andrew Reedus and Andrew Lincoln and Norman Reedus were okay, starstruck a little bit. Were notorious jokesters on the set. So now that Andrew's gone, has anybody filled that void? And Nadia, you made the comment that you scare easily. Yeah. Are there any funny stories of practical jokes you guys have had on set recently?
Here's the thing about practical jokes. They're not really good if you tell people what jokes you're responsible for. So there'll be a time.
Is that an admission?
When the time comes when, we see Jerry go down and it's been a few months of settling, I'll reveal certain things. It doesn't work beforehand, I'm all about the long game. It will be good though, I promise.
The only thing, I want to give you something. What I love about Norman so much, he's such a kid.
Oh my God, yeah.
So, one example, we have the sound boomer, who's always, and
My old
Norman
job.
will just walk up to him and tickle him while he's holding the boomer for the sound. And he does that kind of stuff all the time. And I love that about Norman so much, because he's such a bad, I don't want to use the word, but at the same time, he's such a child and he's so playful and
what's cool what I love about Norman is just how much he does love the show. He loves the show, and even with Andy having been gone, it left a very big, big hole. So we're all trying to fill it, and so
we can't.
We can't.
We're not even trying to.
Yeah, it's like we just try to not make him, if he walked back on set, we're trying to make it so he wouldn't be angry at us. He might come back. Where is he? He might be watching, and then, but yeah, just Norman's still just having so much fun with it, and that's the ideas that he'll come up with, and he's like.
The compilation he did?
Which compilation?
Where he would make, I don't know, didn't he do that with the cave episode? Where he would make the PA scream at us and use like nasty words, and then he did like a video with like since Rick Grimes left,
Oh,
The
yes,
Walking Dead
yes,
is
yes,
going
Yes, sorry. Okay, yes.
right. That
I
was
was like, what do you mean? Yeah, oh yeah. It was Andy's
Birthday.
Andy's birthday, yeah, and so he took a video of everyone in the cave and like just all of us arguing with each other,
Yeah.
and we're all like bickering. You're like, what are you? No. This is how it goes. This is how it goes. Jerry belongs here. You know, like just we're all like
Fighting
like freaking
and-
out just
yeah.
so Norman could send that. It's like this is what happens when you leave, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So it still goes on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, actually, yes.
Oh yeah.
I guess it did. I just realized that was probably.
Yeah.
Andy probably didn't like that much.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
hi.
my name is Karen.
Hi, Karen.
This is my third GalaxyCon, but it's my first time at Richmond. So
Welcome.
You guys are throwing a pretty cool con. First of all, I want to thank Cooper for feeding me breakfast this morning. Thank you for the cobbler.
Oh
Yes.
yeah. Yeah.
And this question is for both of you. Who is your celebrity crush, and have you ever met them or worked with them?
Oh, I shouldn't answer that question because it's really embarrassing.
Oh, those are the best ones.
Oh, that's really embarrassing.
Because I can tell you
Actually,
what Will Wheaton answered.
Oh,
I'm gonna answer mine fast because I think
I shouldn't tell it.
I'll stop it at. I think I. Okay.
You got my back.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Okay. As I say that, of the closest, I mean, we had a lot of celebrity crushes, but one, like, I guess I had a Terry Hatcher thing going back during Lois and Clark. I was big into.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's the craziest thing. Yeah, because I mean, I was a huge Superman fan. I grew up knowing Superman, so I was a big DC fan, which is why I was so happy about Shazam. I was like, I don't want to be in Marvel. I don't want to be in Marvel. DC it. So yeah, I guess Terry Hatcher, and then a little small one because I watched Ed TV, and so you had Jenna Elfman, and so that was funny when you meet her like a few years later, and then she's like, I love Jerry. I'm like, cool. and now she avoids me since I said that, but yeah.
You know what's so crazy? Because my crush was Superman, and the story I'm about to tell is about that Superman.
Dean Cain, everybody.
Yeah. So, it sounds weird. I'm a little weird. Don't judge me. I trust you. I shouldn't, but I do. So, I was in love with Superman. And I don't know why, but I would always open my parents' bathroom window when I peed. And I was hoping for Superman to fly in and grab me. I don't know why that always only happened when I was peeing, but that was my moment for Superman to come and get me. And then 3 years ago, he was there at a convention I did in Germany. And when I'm nervous, I talk too much and I don't think about what I'm saying. And he's older, right? And we took a group photo and he was standing right next to me. And I just went like, whenever I peed when I was young, I was hoping for you to come in and fly and get me and like, just take me away with you. And this poor man, he didn't think it was funny. He just didn't know how he felt about it, and he was obviously very confused by me telling him that. Yeah,
My
that's my story.
we were doing that San Diego Comic-Con, and we were doing a live broadcast from like the Los Angeles News, whatever their TV thing is, and we were so tired. And when she told that story, it wasn't this concise and clear. You went into like when I was a kid, I'd keep the window open in the bathroom and whenever, and it was just this long thing. And I remember the guy interviewing. He was like,
He felt uncomfortable.
he went like,
Okay.
and then
Weird.
And I wish I saw the shot they used. I just wish they went to the back because I'm like this the whole time. I was like, Eleanor's next to me, and she's like,
Everyone's like, what is she telling?
and I'm like, hell
It's-
yeah, Nadia, keep going.
I know.
Tell your story.
It's when I'm nervous, okay, let's be honest. Even when I'm not nervous, I just talk too much, and I just don't think about what I'm saying, and then stuff like that happens.
I love that story, by the way.
Well, we thank you for your brutal honesty.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Hi, tell us your name.
My name is Randy, and my question is,
Hi, Randy.
how crazy did it get when you guys first got onto The Walking Dead, and did you know that they were going to develop your characters as much as they did?
Were they what doing with our characters?
That they were going to develop you into major characters on there, not background characters.
Oh, develop means.
Develop.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah. My first, some of you may know that my first season, I was like, all right, I'm gonna do 4 or 5 episodes. I'll probably die at the end of it, and that'll be fun. I got to say I did The Walking Dead. I had no clue of the reaction I would get from people. The character, I had no clue. I was just hoping people wouldn't hate the guy, and just knowing that the little more that's been happening like every season, I've just been excited about and grateful for, because for me, I just enjoy. I don't know. There's so much I enjoy doing, and Walking Dead's is a facet of things I like. But when I'm on the show, I treat it like how anyone else would. It's like, okay, I just want to know what happens. Oh, I'm in this scene, great. I'm gonna ruin it, but what happens here? It's a very. I just want to know what happens in the story-wise. So I wasn't expecting anything, and I still don't expect anything. But it's just been cool. Yeah.
I agree. What I like about the show, and you just never know. I mean, frankly, when I get a script, I don't even read. I just go to my character to see if I'm getting killed off. And then when I read, that's when I actually read the script. I'm like,
Yep.
all right.
That is the way. Yeah.
Let's read the script. But first, you're just like, Magna, okay, oh, okay. And then you read the script. You don't know. You barely know anything, which makes it so much greater, but at the same time, so much harder. Because also, like, in terms of, I don't know if you guys know, but I was told from the beginning that Magna has done something bad that she might have gone to prison for, but I never knew until I got that, backstory finally. But you are acting a certain way, and you're like, you get an idea of your character, or you're like making, I don't know how to explain, but in the development of Magna, I always had that in the back of my head, that I went to prison, I must have killed someone. But you don't know exactly what or if it happens. And you can only hope by the time you get that backstory, if you get it, if you're lucky enough, that it slightly matches with your idea you had for the last 7 seasons, right? And that's tricky sometimes. Oh, yeah. Because you just know one thing, but you don't know exactly, and then you create this character, and you don't even know if it's right or wrong, what you did. But yeah, it's definitely the beauty of that isn't, the same with life, hopefully what we should do, but we can, because we forget that there's death on a daily basis. But it's that show just really allows you to enjoy every day on set like it could be your last. And really no one on the show, like, I don't know, I came on and everyone was scared. Like, you start talking to the cast and they're like, oh my God, I think I'm gonna get killed next. And I'm like, what? You've been on the show for 5 years? Like, yeah, it means nothing. It means nothing. And then also with the head on the spikes, like, we all were like animals, just like running around, crazy people, just like, it's gonna be me. No, you're safe. It's gonna be me. No, you're safe. It's gonna be me. And we didn't know until we all got the episode, which happened a couple of days before we started filming this episode.
Yeah, it was, there was like I hope it's not you.
Yeah.
But I hope it's not me either.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's great. So Angela calls you every season before we start filming, and she gives you, kind of a rough idea, but that changes while filming. So never get too comfortable on The Walking Dead. Not you guys, neither us.
Yeah, we'll be like this the whole time. Yeah. Even like, it's one of those things where, like, you see, Jerry's boot with all the blood in it, and I'm just thinking, I'm gonna find out next week that they're gonna turn it into a bite.
Yeah, true. There's that element to it too.
Like, great. And by the way, I was telling people in my line, but that was because I think it was costumes, but it was camera pictures up, we're rolling, everything's we're rolling on everything, and costume comes up, squirts blood into my shoe, and then runs off.
Oh my
and I'm
God.
like,
oh no.
right,
I didn't
well, here we
even
go.
know.
Yeah, so it just looks
you
like.
didn't tell anyone.
Yeah, well, that's why it looks like there's so much blood, because I'm like, I think it's just supposed to be like a few teeth there. All right, well, we'll just. And
so
they just,
you thought that's it, and they're not
No,
telling
no,
you?
no. I'm just saying that's what I think they're
Oh,
gonna. They can
okay.
still do it because they
Oh,
put
I
so much
see,
blood
okay.
there. Yeah, that's how last minute they can change things.
I was going to say, Jerry better love those boots, man.
Oh my God,
Yep.
yeah. To think I wanted sneakers this
Amen.
entire time. Never again. Never again.
We try not to get too attached to anybody, but you know it's really hard, so it hurts sometimes. All right, tell us your name.
My name is Carrie.
Carrie.
I had okay, I'm going to try to condense this into one long question. Do you believe in the possibility of a zombie apocalypse? And also, what is scarier, a faster walker or a slower walker?
I think we should always be prepared for something. I keep a sword within 6 feet of me everywhere I am.
That's not true. You don't have one on you right now.
6 feet, trust me, I can get a sword.
There is. Oh, you can get one?
I'll get a sword 6 feet from here.
Yeah, from one of the stands, but that's
Sure,
not a
from one
real
of the
one.
stands. From one of the stands.
You don't even need a sword. You all don't know his ability, but you are a machine. The things you can pull, you don't need anything. You just
That's
need your
true.
hands and your feet.
I am that great. As a
You
man.
are. No, I said, what did I say to you before? He's a mix between a ballerina and a ninja. Like, his feet come up to here, and it's so fast, you don't see it coming. So you don't need any weapon.
Kick quick, kick
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
I already pulled it. I already pulled the hamstring. It's never happening again.
So, I'm sorry. So, y'all,
So-
do you believe in the possibility of it happening?
I can't not to say I don't believe in something happening is as much saying that this is worse than saying I believe in it happening.
I mean, we have the
maybe.
coronavirus right now, which
Yeah.
is not as bad as zombies, but it's bad.
Yeah, I think anything. I think anything's possible. But I like to. The big thing about the show, I think, is that everyone wants to know how they measure in the world. And when you have things like social status, finances, homes, cars, whatever it is, it's some of us want to be like, well, what's it like if it was just me versus this? Like, how do we measure? And we see every single kind of person that could have been, they are now having to be tested on who they are as a person. So the question is, for me, would be, yeah, maybe it's possible, but are we prepared to step up and be more than what we think we are at the
And
moment?
which is scarier, like a faster zombie or a slower
Fast.
zombie?
Fast. I don't think I'd be terrified of something walking at me. Ever? I say that, and then I'm like, all right, what can walk and scare him? Now, I'd prefer,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I guess
Slow.
I prefer being eaten faster than slower.
Yeah.
That's for sure. But that's the only time I would like a faster walker, is if it can eat quickly too.
Yeah.
Do it. Just get it over with.
I have a question for you guys, if I may. Did we answer your question?
Yes, you did. I'm
Okay,
going to sit
good.
back down
Yes.
now, if it's okay.
Yes, please. Oh, my God.
Thank you.
I have a question for all of you. I genuinely want to know. So when horses are in a fire, they pass out. It's like a in our system, so they don't suffer, so they just faint and pass out, so they don't feel the pain. Yeah. Do you think that happens to us same if a walker were to eat us? Do you think we actually feel every bite, or does our system just go in fire?
I think it could depend. I think some people would pass out from the pain. Some people would pass out from the
shock.
visual.
Yeah.
And some people, I think, would just feel it until they were done, functioning as a living being. What do you guys think?
What do you think? You think you would feel it?
I would.
I think I would pass out.
I would bang. If
I
those
mean,
things
I would
started-
too, yeah.
If
I
those
wouldn't.
things were eating my feet, I would have been banging my head. I was like, all right, I'm gonna take care of this
But
myself.
if there were
guys.
like 20 walkers, each
T-Dog style, no way.
Yeah.
No way.
pass out.
Oh, yeah, knock me out. Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Too soon for T-Dog?
Thank you.
Thanks. Hi. Go ahead. Tell us your name.
Hi, my name's Amy.
Amy.
I wanted to know, what is your favorite part about working on The Walking Dead?
The people.
Yes.
You're all great.
Thank you.
Just had to say that.
Yeah, it is the people. I'm sure you guys know pretty much the whole cast. they're like that. Everyone's cool. It really is, yeah.
And I always say it, it's such an intense show to work on, just because of the elements, the heat and the humidity and the long hours and the ticks and the snakes. And I don't think if we were mean people, then I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I don't think mean people last long on the show, so.
Yeah, true. No, it's true.
Yeah.
It's
Not
true.
saying that anyone that hasn't been there for, God
Yeah,
knows.
no, we don't want to say that everyone who got killed off was a horrible person.
If they, there's going to be no way of quoting this correctly. Just,
Yeah, no, I know.
yeah, right. Cooper Andrews says if they died, all Walking Dead people are jerks. Here we go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Super cute.
I heard it.
Hello, my name is Karina.
Hi, Karina.
Hello.
I just want to say that last week's episode was one of the scariest, even though, it was anxiety. I was so stressed out. Carol had me stressed out, and then you had me stressed out. I just needed to turn it off and take a break. So I thought
about
you were
me,
dying.
though?
I thought you were dying. So
What
I was
about
like,
me?
I need to I was in shock from him that I couldn't even register what happened to you. And then, listen, no, I was worried about Daryl, truly. Don't leave, come back, I'm lying. But Daryl is my #1 priority, so I'm thinking of, I hope you
I get it.
save the
I
day.
get it.
I want you to be the hero, so he can be like, oh my God, I love you too because you saved her. Anyways, my question is not even Walking Dead related. It's for you. And I wanted to compare the 100 character. I just binge watched that, so
Nice.
kind of obsessed. You
Yeah.
guys should check it out. I feel like, I want to know if you feel the same, if the people that wrote your character kind of did you a disjustice. I feel like you were all about peace
Oh, I quit watching the show.
and love and maybe just living. I know you didn't want to lead them, but then you just came and you wanted to end the human race.
I don't even know what the 100 is.
It's crazy.
No. I mean, I said it before, and I'm really upset. Because the character grows on you, and you care about your character. And Luna was all about love and peace.
Yeah.
She was a Nightblood. I mean, strongest, most powerful, version of a human there is. And that they just turn her within one episode and turn her into a bad
know.
person, and then she just gets stabbed from behind. No, I
Okay,
think
we're in
I was
agreement.
really upset. I'm like, it's cool to kill her off, but give her,
Yeah, I know all
like-
the death can really change you, but I
Yeah.
was like, whoa, that's
yeah.
totally
No,
not
I
you.
appreciate the question because I'm really upset and I'm not over it. It's like you love someone and then they don't love you back.
And you have similarities too between the two roles. Your look,
Yeah.
kind of the roughness.
Yeah. No, I definitely like that for me, but I was upset about that. Yeah.
Who would
Thank
win?
you.
Who would win a fight?
Oh, Luna.
Yeah.
But she has
yeah.
superpowers.
Yeah, she's
So?
a badass.
Magna. Oh, good question. If Luna weren't in my blood,
Luna.
well,
Who's tougher? How's that?
oh, Magna.
Okay.
Magna is tougher. Yeah.
Yeah. because
Luna is
Luna
more
ran away.
skilled. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Luna was trained as a baby to become like a weapon
Oh.
since
Yeah.
birth.
So it's not really about the blood. I mean, it's in you anyway. You're
Exactly.
trained.
True. I appreciate that question. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, tell us your name.
I'm actually Chandler. We met earlier today, and I have a question mainly directed for Cooper. What was your reaction when Chandler Riggs was killed off the show?
Oh my. I was, hey, hello. Remember who you are. Chandler. Yeah, I was in the makeup trailer, and they'll leave the scripts out for us to sneak in because we'll be the last to get the scripts, and I'm like,
Oh no.
like that. That was my reaction. I was like, oh my God, I got so upset. And I loved his last episode. I loved so much.
It
but
made
yeah,
me
it's-
cry.
Yeah. No, I was there. I was at a convention. I remember watching it in the back. I'm like, oh God, this is the worst one to watch with people. And I'm like tearing up.
Same here.
And then, yeah, it was rough because I wanted to see Carl take it all the way. You know, I wanted to, you know,
And Judith and Carl.
yeah, I wanted to, and yeah, I was on that cruise when they met for the first time, and that was so cool. When it was like Sarah Wayne Callies and Chandler and Kaylee, and the three of them met, and I was like, whoa, people are gonna freak out when they see this. So I was definitely upset because Chandler was super cool. He was. Again, just as welcoming as everybody when you came on, and you know, you see this little guy. Well, I mean, he's not little, but you know, to me, he's little. That's everyone.
When
to
he
me.
first started,
except for
he was
Ryan, I
little.
guess everyone else is pretty little to me. But it was that was brutal. I felt it. Yeah, we all felt it. Yeah, we didn't want to see that happen.
And the thing is that my name is Chandler too. So like, whenever my mom's watching The Talking Dead, I'll be trying to sleep and I'll just be hearing Chandler, Chandler, Chandler. I'll be like, come on. So, but thank you.
That means you should be watching TV with your mom. That's all.
It's a school night.
All right. Well, at least someone's your own parent, I guess.
All right. Thank you for your time.
See you later.
Thank you, guys. All right, in order to get through these last questions that we've got, we got to make them snappy. So let's see what we can do.
Ooh, we'll talk faster too.
My name's Sienna, and my question is, what was your most favorite moment in the season?
As an actor or
As
for the character?
as an actor.
Nadia. I think when we finished the cave episode,
That
that was big.
that was so
That
satisfying.
night was big.
I feel that way also, just because, I mean, we were so physically exhausted, sweaty, hard, I mean, everything that you'd heard earlier, and then it's like, we did it. That was a great feeling, finishing it. And there's going to be some stuff also that, character-wise, was going to be pretty cool coming up. So, yeah. But yes. That.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, who's up?
Hi, my name's Abby.
Hi, Abby.
My question is, who is your favorite character, dead or alive?
Mine's always Shane. He saw it coming. He was just a little too ahead of the times. He saw it coming. He could have gotten out. He should have. Every time when he's like, I'm gonna leave, I'm like, yes, go, do it, come back. We'll see you later. Don't stay. Leave. Shane for me.
I know I gotta hurry. It's so many. I'm gonna say Abraham. I just loved he was getting killed by Negan, and he still remained Abraham.
Yep. You can't beat Abraham out of Abraham. Yeah.
Thank you.
Good question. All right. Hey, what's your name?
My name is Dwight.
Hi, Dwight.
Hi, Dwight.
Jerry. Sorry.
Yes.
Had to do it.
It's fine. I understand.
My question is, I felt for you, man, being in that cave. that was probably the most intense Walking Dead episode I've ever watched, and I just want to say thank you, and Magna, I hope you're still alive.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, hi, tell us your name.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
I've seen you a couple times today. Just in general, so you guys haven't been around, as characters on the show for a lot of the bad guys we've seen the group go through. Obviously, Alpha right now is pretty nasty. Yeah. In your opinion, because you guys have followed the show and you were a fan before, which adversary that they've faced so far do you think has been the worst and tested them the most? Do you think it's Alpha, or do you think some of the others have kind of really put them to the struggle?
I think Alpha, I think is the toughest, because everyone else, they had a tough time, but they weren't at their best. Mm-hmm. It wasn't what they've become. This is now the survivors as we, maxed out. Mm-hmm. This is our best fighting, trying to keep up with this other adversary. So if this was this same group versus the governor, I mean, come on.
Right.
I'm not worried about that, and it's like at all. You know, sure he's a scary guy, but you know he's still, you know, a guy. And the Whisperers are all of them. They're all they worship her. They believe in her way of life. You have people that are committed. In the other groups, they didn't know. Negan, he had slaves. You know, he had people bowing to him that were, you know, out of fear of, you know, their families being killed. You had, again, the governor. You had even like the little road crew that the Claim group. You know, there was a. But for just something that's completely, Alpha is, I think, the scariest of the, and she's not the only one that's scary there. So yeah.
You think so too, Nadia?
I have a question. Maybe I shouldn't ask you guys this, but what if Alpha left us alone if we wouldn't have crossed the border? I mean, no, not really, right?
Dante.
I think Alpha would have found a way to.
Yeah. So she wanted to kill. She wants to. Okay, I would have said Negan if Alpha would have been like, that's your territory, that's my territory, but because Negan did nasty things, like taking our food. Yeah. What?
Jerry doesn't like that.
No. No. I mean, I took their food, but
Alpha just kills people.
Magna took the food because she cares about her family. Okay?
Okay.
She didn't do that to hurt anyone. She just wanted to make sure that her people are, you know, you would do the same thing for your family. Why am I even?
We're all like, we are your people.
Exactly. No, yeah, but I mean, I know I'm your person, but Abin is more your person than I am, right?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to say Alpha too. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Good.
All right, guys, unfortunately, this is going to have to be our last question. I'm so sorry. But, of course, feel free to visit
Can
them
we
at the
not?
booths.
If they're really fast,
If you can
Okay.
jam through
really
it.
fast.
Right.
And
My
okay.
name's Kyle.
Hi, Kyle.
Hi, Kyle.
And obviously, the gore and the violence is a big part of the show. Still, one of the worst scenes I've ever seen on television, where Steven got his head smashed in by Negan. Still, I can't get over it. I was wondering if anyone on the set or anything ever gets squeamish, or like, do you have any stories about anyone throwing up, or like just looking at people and be like, really, all this blood, and like, or anybody get like freaked out or anything like that?
Kaylee's not a fan. Kaylee is not. Judith, she's not a fan of all the blood stuff, even though she's like a big cause of a lot of the blood stuff.
No. No.
Well, boom, nailed it. Next.
Awesome. Thanks. Let's move on. Hi.
Hi. This will be a kind of a quick question. As fans, we've seen so many characters come over the years from the very beginning, season 1 until now. So take yourself out of it. Were there any characters, not actors, but characters from previous seasons before you guys arrived that you wish your characters could have interacted with and maybe learned something from to help you in the future?
I don't know for all those reasons, but I would have definitely liked if Jerry and Abraham. I really wish they had. I really wish there was some adventure between the two of them.
Morgan and Magna.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's cool. Awesome. Yay. Hi.
Hey.
Go ahead.
Hey, when you guys aren't filming a scene, has anybody ever zombied, makeup out, and been in the background in any of those scenes?
When we were not filming and they just.
Yeah, when you don't have a particular scene you're in, has anybody ever gotten makeup up and been in the background of one of the other scenes?
Oh no, we don't want to sweat anymore.
I mean, when you see what they have to go through, I have so much respect for every walker. Oh no.
Yeah, I've heard it's
Oh
bad.
no. I have so much respect for walkers. I couldn't do it.
No, they're there like 3 hours before crew, like all the stuff. So, no, not for fun or kicks. There was one time in season 8 where we're doing the war stuff, and we just had a cycle of people that we had to keep shooting in front of camera, so it just looks like we're shooting all these people. And then Andy comes running in with like his white T-shirt, so we're now shooting at Rick as he's going down, and then he just kept like spilling in between people. So,
that's cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. Hi.
Thoughts on Alpha and Negan?
Bring it on.
Yeah, maybe they could both turn around. I don't know. It's man.
It looked like he thought she was gonna kill him.
Oh, he definitely thought that.
Until he turned around and then.
Oh yeah. He still wasn't sure. He was still like.
It's been a while.
But I think he was only worried because it was this area.
Yeah, the septic tank area.
That's the scary part from it.
Yeah, that was just so many health issues. Really the idea is for the Whisperers to get something, and then they'll die from their filth, their filthy filthness. No one thinks about what it smells like in that camp. It's for hygiene. Okay, all right, sure, for hygiene. Thank you for worrying about that, Alpha.
Awesome. All right, guys, can we please get one more big round of applause for Nadia and Cooper?
Thank you, guys.